Hi guys, Thomas here. This is a continuation of our journey with the HDOs. So the day before this filming right here, we flew with EastSide, and it was with a quad I wasn't comfortable with, on a track I wasn't comfortable with, just basically a whole new scenario. Probably first real taste of how I'm going to race with them. And yeah, it went really well. We'll show you the video now. Whoa, the vision's so big.
This is your first time racing with it? Well,
yeah,
practice
I'm
anyway.
get my IPDs right. So what are you doing, going through here? Whoa, HDOs feel so weird on a track I'm not used to. I got the tilt way too low. On the quad, yeah, the quad tilt's way low.
Paul, where's Thomas? I'll try and hit him.
Going up here, down here. Definitely need to fix this camera tilt.
20 seconds.
Push that battery too far.
Thomas fly this track.
Thoughts on it?
HDOs are good. I needed to fix my camera tilt though. That was completely wrong.
Paul, are these the default head face things? What do you
Yes,
call
they are. That's what comes with them.
Yeah, right. They're quite comfortable, aren't
Comfortable,
they?
aren't they?
Yeah.
I think you have to have the strap a little bit tighter than usual.
Yeah.
Just to make them really press up against your face.
Yeah, I think my head's bigger than yours as well, so it's very impressive.
So this is the long and short of it.
No? Go!
Oh no, my GoPro's too far forward, or Foxeer potato.
They're so colourful, aren't they?
They're very colourful.
Oh god! There was a quad.
Thoughts on it so far?
Can't talk. Flying. Oh god! Yeah, no, they're good. They are. The sharpness is actually noticeable. I thought I wouldn't notice the sharpness, but it's really there, isn't it? It really is there. I'm definitely beating Thomas.
Second pack, Tom, what's it like?
Really good. I'm flying like a potato, but it's so fun because you can see so easily compared to before.
I just crashed. It was definitely the fault of the goggles. No, they are really nice. I'm not sure they're worth the $900 upgrade for me personally, but god, they're nice.
Kaboom!
Oh, why did I walk on that? That was dumb. Good luck. Good luck.
HD that.
Yeah.
Okay, our first kind of race packs, weren't they? They weren't like practice race packs.
Yeah, what do you call it? Okay, so definitely still getting used to it. 100%. When I mess up, I go revert straight back to 16:9 mode. However, they're really nice. It's like, because you can almost see everything earlier, it's comforting, even though I'm still unsettled. So, it's definitely, I think when you get used to it, man, it's gonna be 7.
How do you reckon I'll go?
You'll be fine. You just gotta get used to it. You won't be like, I definitely wouldn't do it today. I'd definitely be like, go in your own training session, ease into it. Don't just take it to a race first go. Unless you're like, if you come from HD3s, maybe you could do that. But coming from 16:9 and that, I definitely don't want to do that. Even now, I'm still kind of unsettled. But it's just like, it's just easier. It's nice. I want to freestyle with it. I reckon it's gonna be beautiful.
Hi guys, look who just rolled up here.
G'day!
Isn't that freaking amazing? Absolutely amazing.
What are the chances you're here?
What are the chances?
How you been, man?
Good man, good.
Okay, so today we are at the field with a YouTuber, a smaller YouTuber. If you guys haven't, if you don't know, this guy is UAV Futures.
Hi. Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit about the goggles you're wearing?
Yeah, so I'm wearing the FatShark HDOs. We're going to take them around, have a little bit of a fly, and I guess I'm going to share you my impressions on, I guess, what an average mere mortal pilot like myself thinks in the presence of some FPV gods, and we'll find out how they go. So, I don't know. Ready to rip some packs?
Let's do it.
All right. Alrighty, so take 3. Now we've actually got a non-flat battery in there. And first things first, they feel completely different to my Onway V1s. I'm getting some really bad interference, I don't know why. Do I have an antenna on my module?
Yes you do.
I do? Alright, maybe something's going on just here. But anyway, I feel like they press in my face a little bit more than my Onway V1s. A really big field and really big field of view. And I do think it is a clearer image. Like if you've got a really nice lens and a really nice camera, I do think that's where you're going to get the most out of this. But for me, the real issue is how much it costs and the innovation that comes with it. Yes, I really do like the screens, but that's a lot of money to spend for such a small upgrade, I guess. And you know, things, I don't like how they don't have a fan. They don't have a fan that you can just press the button in. I don't like how they don't have an on-off button, which I would find really, really useful. So I feel like when you're paying 500 US bucks, which is like 700 Australian dollars, that's an awful lot of money that you have to spend to get some goggles that I think should be coming with some of those extras. I do feel like the detail is there though a lot more, so you can really see a lot more, those small pixels, and it does make flying easier. I definitely agree with everybody who says that they do look like the best goggles out there in terms of what it's like on the screen.
I think I've got a good analogy for what these goggles are kind of like.
Yep.
You know in gaming how there are people that will upgrade their computer as soon as the new graphics cards and that come out?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, sure, that will give you an advantage. And for the people that, you know, where gaming is what they do, it's like, yeah, that's going to give them an advantage. It's better, go for the latest tech. But then if you say more of a casual gamer, you might want to buy, say, a couple-year-old graphics card, maybe an older monitor or something. So even though, sure, you're losing a bit of that video quality, because you're not necessarily going for that super crazy ultimate whatever, it's not really worth going for the latest tech.
It's definitely not a value option whatsoever. And if you've already got a pair of goggles, well, I wouldn't be upgrading for the everyday pilot anyway. I think it's only for people with loads of money or a professional. I think that's really the
and I think maybe too, if you're if you're just getting into the hobby and you've decided you want to go all out and buy good, like, latest tech. So maybe you've bought, like, you've just tried something small, you're like, yeah, I want to do this properly. Well, in that case, because you're starting from ground zero, it'd be like buying any new goggles anyway.
Yeah, I agree. It's not so bad when you are, but then I think when versus things like the Onway V1s, which are $300, you know, these are almost twice the price of that. That's a very hard sell for a new pilot if you're just getting into the hobby.
Okay, so your final thoughts on the goggles?
On these HDOs?
Yes.
Well, see, I've got this small YouTube channel, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm struggling for subscribers. It's very, very tough on YouTube. But what I would say is they're expensive. Let's do a pros and cons. They're expensive. I don't feel like they're innovative enough, and I don't think they're worth upgrading. I don't like the no fan option. I don't like the part how there's no on-off button. When you're paying $500 for a goggle, that should be taken care of. I feel like that's just, you know, and I've seen videos where they say, oh, they didn't want to change it was too difficult and all that sort of stuff. Get out, you're making the most advanced goggles on the market, and if you can't put in a power switch, well, to me, it's just making excuses. I don't think that's good enough. But the pros, with those things aside, if you want the best goggles out there, these have the clearest, this is just my humble opinion, they have the clearest screens. You are going to be able to see things much, much easier. If you want to put like a receiver module in here, like the rapid fire, bang, that's fantastic, because that's going to give you the best reception, apparently, with the reports that I hear from those goggles, with also the clearest screens, and you are going to get that advantage. So if you are a pro racer, I can see, yes, it's worth it. You want the best of the best. You need to be competitive, and if it gives you that edge to get on the podium, then that's a worthwhile investment. But for the everyday pilot, I still feel like something like the Onway V1s at the $300, I've even seen them like $270 or something like that, it makes it such a hard sell to buy one of these. On top of that, when you got to buy a module as well, versus that cheaper pair. So for me, I feel like for pro racers, yes, I would like it if FatShark fixed up some of those other things, because it's not the perfect goggle, but it is currently, I guess, the best on the market, but also very, very expensive.